I just Guru. You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Good morning, lad.
I rode those 3 races for Mikolai. Can't we settle your quarrel right now?
You would pass up the queen of all riding contests? No chance. I almost took offense. But you wanted to save the best for last, did you not?
Exactly. So what exactly is mounted archery like? What do I need to know?
Before you ride your first race, you must know at least the basic rules. Otherwise you would feel like a foal having kumis poured over its head. We ride up above the camp, where I have set up a circuit. I paced it all out myself, so the paths are narrow and the horses can only manage a canter. They are afraid to go faster. Do not try it anyway. You cannot really shoot properly at a gallop because you need your hands free. If you do not want to guide the horse yourself, let it follow the path. It will find the right route on its own.
What can I shoot with?
A bow or a small crossbow. I will always give you a bit of ammunition at the start. We have 3 types of targets, each with different points. Different courses have different scoring systems. On each of them you compete against the points I scored there.
How do I know which way to go?
The course you will ride is always marked. If you still get lost, just leave the route to your horse and focus on shooting.
Anything else?
You have limited time to score points, so do not stop anywhere. If you miss something, you miss it. Just ride on. If you finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. Anything else you would like to know?
What trick would you suggest?
If you ever meet a woman from the Karluk tribe, do not, under any circumstances, yank on her mustache.
Alright. I feel like shooting a little.
I do not see any weapon on your back that is used for shooting around here. First get yourself a bow. Or a small crossbow.
I'd like to ride a shooting course.
I do not see any weapon on your back that is used for shooting around here. First get yourself a bow. Farewell.
Will you set up a...
I do not see any weapon on your... First get your... Farewell. Takarojinen.
I feel like shooting a little.
I do not see any weapon on your back that is used for shooting around here. First get yourself a bow. See you later.
Will you set up a course for me?
I am ready. First, you will ride the course I call Torque. It is more than enough to get acquainted with mounted archery. It is not particularly difficult and it is fairly long, so you will have plenty of time to try everything. It just goes in a loop, so let your horse follow the path. It will leave your hands free for shooting. To win, you only need to match my number of points. If you shoot more, so much the better for you. For starters, I will waive the bets as well. That is what a good soul I am.
All right, let's get to it.
Legyen ez a ló páratlan! Legyen gyors a csikója! Vágjon gyorsan az esze! Get ready. Just a moment.
Questa strada che
I've got you. Easy, good horse. Down it goes. Easy, good horse. Quick! Keep it up. Quick! Just a bit further. Whoa! How did I fare?
It was a fair. Too few points. But do not despair, since you are already here. Will you ride?
Some other time.
My respects. God bless. Good day. Tell me then, what did he give you for it?
Sure, I tell you and you dob me in.
Crazy. Why would I dob you in?
Look,
God bless you, sir.
I need to get to the Kuttenberg region.
Then get ready. Cross those. And if you got it.
Here you
All right, I'll get. Good. The cat.
Let's.
May God give you help, sir.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our city. Just as
Henry, so you finally came. Welcome to my workshop.
Thanks for the invitation.
I should be the one thanking you for everything you've done for me. But first, I need to show you something. Come on. So, what do you think of it?
Well, honestly, I don't see much in it yet.
I admit, right now it's just a few strokes, but can't you see what's in them? Try looking to the future a bit.
Well, judging by how excited you look, I'd say this will be your great masterpiece, right?
Exactly. My whole life, I've hoped to paint something amazing, something people will remember even 100 years from now. And I believe this is it.
Well, that makes me happy. So what's it going to be when it's done?
An altar. The greatest and most magnificent thing you can ever paint. Frescoes of hunting scenes are nothing compared to this. The abbot of Sedlitz monastery got a St. Vitus relic from Sigismund and wants to redesign half the chapel for it. The best craftsmen in the entire town are working on it.
The best? So how did you end up involved in it?
What the hell are you doing here?
I just wanted to greet an old friend. It must be 20 years since we last met.
Who is that man?
It's hard to believe when you look at that mug of his, but he's called Bellissimo. We studied together once.
Funny, isn't it? We started the same, but turned out completely different. While I was painting for the lords in Italy, you surely didn't even set foot outside Gutenberg.
Is that why you came? To strut around?
Not at all. I came to console you. That big commission of yours for Sedlitz. Well, it seems the abbot finally came to his senses and picked someone better.
What? That's impossible. The abbot and I have an agreement.
You had an agreement. Don't tell me you've learnt nothing since the last time.
How dare you?
Go on then. Spit it out.
You fucker. That's what Voiter wanted to say. But unlike you, he has enough decency to bite his tongue.
So he hired you for his dirty work? Maybe he's finally learned something over the years. Now, I really must be off, but do stop by the baths at the horse market sometime. We can reminisce about the good old days. And if you ask nicely, I might even let you watch me paint.
What was that?
That was the end, my friend.
Did I hear that right? He stole your commission for your big project.
I'm afraid so.
And why did he treat you like a leper?
Let's just say we haven't been on the best of terms for quite some time. But that's not important now.
You're always saying that. This isn't important. Leave it be. Now's not the time. I can't tell you that. Damn it, Voita, I'm trying to help you. But how am I supposed to do that if you won't tell me anything?
Oh, all right. Years ago, Bellissimo and I studied together. And we were actually friends, in a way. He was the one who suggested I start going by some Latin name. He said it would make a better impression outside Bohemia. His real name is Bella, but he started calling himself Bellissimo. It never really caught on here, though. People called him Bullshitimo. And it suited him. He turned out to be a proper backstabber. We haven't spoken for years.
What do you plan to do now?
As far as I can tell, I have two options. Either tuck my tail between my legs and forget about the job, or find a way to get rid of Bellissimo. How the hell did that bastard pull it off? I had an agreement with the abbot.
Giving up is not an option. So, we need to get rid of him.
We?
Of course. You didn't think I'd leave you to handle this on your own, did you? What if we dug up some dirt on him and explained why it'd be in his best interest to give up the commission?
It's true that Bellissimo's conscience is filthier than my apron, and it doesn't even bother him. Did you hear the way he smugly invited me to the baths? Ha! But you know what? You should pay him a visit there. Try to find something we can use against him. And more importantly, how the devil he managed to snatch that job away from me.
Where did Bellissimo say you should visit him?
At the baths near the horse market. We used to go there together. And it seems he's decided to move in there now. Oh yes. He always dragged me to the baths. Spent his last groschen there. And when they threw us out, we went next door to the garden. Bellissimo even set up a small workshop there for himself. At that time, I had no idea what kind of scoundrel he truly was.
Do you think he tells his secrets to the bathmaids? Girls usually don't care much for the ramblings of an old rake.
What do you mean, old? Bellissimo is 6 months younger than me. And you'd be surprised how captivating he can be. People always ate out of his hand. Even I once did.
All right. I'll go to the baths and see if I can dig up some dirt on him.
Ask the proprietor about him. Her name's Beatrice. We know each other a bit, so she might be willing to help us. Meanwhile, I'll head to Sedlet's to find out what's got into the abbot.
You're always welcome here. There. Same to you.
Excuse me.
Mind where you're going.
I'm here.
Well,
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'd like to use your services.
Certainly. We're open.
Prepare me a hot bath and wash my clothes.
All right. What? All God
At your
bless you,
service,
sir.
sir.
I'd like a bath, something to eat, and 2 girls
Let's
to
drink.
take care of
To
me.
your health and mine.
Oh, and wine.
As you wish.
I hear your services here are so renowned that even one famous painter comes to visit you.
One? Well, we've entertained whole crowds of painters here. Sadly, most of them have a bit of trouble keeping their brushes firm.
Interesting. The one I'm looking for is called Bellissimo.
Oh, him. Oh dear, what's he done now?
Do you expect him to do something?
Well, I'd say he's already done something, and probably rather nasty, since suddenly he's acting all saintly. But I don't buy it. What's the point of praying if he gets drunk like a pig every evening afterward?
Well, I don't really know the man, but I'm interested in painting, so thought it might be useful to have a little chat with him.
Ah, well, suit yourself. Spend the whole day blabbering if you like. If he's not loitering around somewhere, he'll be upstairs in his room, so feel free to wait for him. Don't expect a fruitful debate. That painter of yours is plastered more often than not.
Bellissimo drinks.
Like a fish. And when he runs out of booze in his room, he comes down here among the guests. I've had to throw him out so many times to sleep it off in that shack of his, across from the baths.
Tell me something more about Bellissimo. I need to know what sort of man he is.
Lad, there's not much more to tell. He's just a drunk, a lecher, and a filthy pig. When I was a little girl, I actually liked him. Even his friend. They were always laughing and sketching something. But then I found out what a scoundrel he is. And the fact that he kneels to pray in his old age now and then, just for show, doesn't change a thing.
What's the story with Bellissimo's piety?
I'd like to know that too. When he first came here, he kept crossing himself as if the devil himself was standing behind him. But then he went to Sedlets, and ever since, he's back to being the same old swine as before. There's definitely some dodgy business behind it, mark my words.
Where would I actually find Bellissimo?
Like I said, mostly here, in the baths, in that garden of his, just across the street, or up in his room. He spends most of his time there.
And what does he do there? Paint?
More like getting plastered, drinks all night till dawn, and spends the day sleeping or sitting in the garden.
Which room belongs to Bellissimo?
I'll tell you exactly. The one that reeks of booze the most. You can smell it from the attic all the way down here. The girls always have to air it out before they take someone in. Who knows what that slob is doing up there? Drinking certainly isn't the end of it.
Couldn't I have a quick look around? Maybe I'll find something that'll let you kick him out for good.
You've no idea how much I'd like that. But unfortunately, if anyone found out I was letting strangers into the rooms, I might as well shut the place down. If you want to hang around here, pay for a wench.
Can I find Bellissimo somewhere else?
You'll have to ask him yourself. I don't keep track of his every move.
Listen, you said Bellissimo used to have a friend. Was his name Voiter, by any chance?
The very one. Well, do you know him? Well, a bit eccentric, but a really decent fella. Maybe too decent.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I curse about Bellissimo because he drives me mad, but I don't feel right telling you about Voiter.
You can tell me. Voiter is my friend. I'm helping him with something now, but you know him. He doesn't tell me everything. And I'm afraid that without the whole truth, I might only end up harming him.
Fine. All right. You know, Voita and Bellissimo were friends. Well, friends. Bellissimo kept dragging Voita around, and Voita was too meek to say no. Bellissimo even stuck his nose into Voita's first big job, but then he managed to have Voita kicked off the job and took all the benefits for himself. But how he pulled that off, only the two of them know.
Thank you for everything. You've been a great help.
You're welcome. And please, watch out for Voita.
So how much did you pay?
Come and take a swig, sweetheart.
Just a Russian for a fiddle. That's not bad.
I was afraid they'd overcharge.
Come on, come and have a sip. First you'll have a sip, then I'll have a sip.
Reeks of booze in here. This must be Bellissimo's room. So, Bellissimo is working for the monastery for free because he's afraid of going to hell. That could come in handy.
Come and have a drink.
Hey,
What's that noise?
Those doors should be closed.
Christ!
Just you.
Pardon me.
I should look to see if anything's missing. Christ. But wait, didn't dirt used to come to your place?
How do you see it?
I'm sorry.
I'm at your service, sir.
I've figured out what's going on with your Bellissimo.
I'm really trying. Honestly.
What? What did you say?
Me? Oh, nothing. So, tell me, how did Bellissimo manage to take my commission?
It's really simple. He'll do it for free. In exchange for painting the altar, the monks in the monastery will pray for him so that God forgives all his past and future sins.
That bastard. Even if they prayed for him until Judgment Day, he'd still end up in hell.
That's exactly what Bellissimo's afraid of. Or at least, that's how it came across from the agreement he made with the abbot.
So he's afraid of hell, our Bellissimo. Well, that's something we could use. But we need to get him out of the bath somehow.
Well, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beatrice told me Bellissimo drinks in his room, but when he runs out of booze, he goes downstairs and causes such a ruckus that they have to throw him out. After that, he sleeps in his workshop, in that garden across from the baths.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. An isolated place, away from people. If we set it up properly, he might just fall for it.
Fall for what?
That the Horned One himself has come for him.
Now this is getting interesting. What's your plan?
It's simple. First, we need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths, but instead of a cozy bed in the garden, he'll find the Prince of Hell waiting for him. You'll disguise yourself.
I'll disguise myself.
Bellissimo would recognize me, for heaven's sake. And in the disguise, you'll tell Bellissimo he's damned to hell. And if he wants to save his soul, he'll leave Kuttenberg and beg the Pope for forgiveness. Actually, both of them. And then farewell, Bellissimo. Sedlet's altar, here I come.
I tell you, it's insane. But, who knows? If we get Bellissimo good and shit-faced, he might fall for it. So, how are we going to turn me into a devil?
First, we'll get you some tattered clothes, chains, something like a tail, and horns. And you'll need a proper snout. Once I paint it all a bit... You know what? Bring me a bassinet with a visor, 3 torches, and 5 eggs.
5 eggs?
They're the most important part of all this.
If I have to give them to the toads to hatch again.
Don't worry. We're done with that.
And how do you plan to get Bellissimo drunk? The madam said he drinks in his room, and only comes downstairs when he has to.
I'm not saying I've got everything figured out yet, but I'll definitely come up with something before you get back.
So, I heard this isn't the first time Bellissimo has taken your job. How did it happen before?
I don't really know. We were painting the Guildhouse crest here in town. Everything was going fine, but one morning, when I arrived, they threw me out. They said Bellissimo would finish it himself, and if I dared complain, they'd make sure I never painted another stroke in this town. How that bastard pulled it off, I never found out. And honestly, I don't even want to know anymore. It's in the past. I just want to get this commission back.
All right. I'll go and gather all those things.
Stop beating!
My head and my gut hurt. Sometimes my whole body.
What are you doing?
Prowling about.
Not my bad.
May God... Oh, excuse me.
Careful!
Careful!
Hey! You're not allowed here. That's it. And next time, don't go
Quick! Come on! Go! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Always welcome here, noble sir.
Deacon, balsoste jal goro.
I have a horse for you.
What are you looking to do with him?
I'd like to keep this horse.
Say farewell to your companion, and let's discuss the price. Taming a horse doesn't come cheap. But if I take into account your current horse, this is my offer.
You put a higher price on your services than I'd expected. How about this? Satisfied?
More. That'll do, that'll do. Let's switch over the saddles then, before I forget. Safe travels!
Slowly. Nice and slow.
And a colour that has sparkle. This is
I brought the things for the devil costume.
You've messed this up, haven't you?
Herzlich willkommen.
What do you have for sale?
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
I brought...
You've messed this up, haven't you?
I brought the...
Yes, this will do. Come on, let's get to it. Well, that's that. What do you think?
Well, I didn't much believe in it, but even I'd shit myself with fright from it.
Shame I won't see the look on Bellissimo's face. Right, take all this and get going. We've got a lot to do. First, you need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths. Then, when he's sleeping in the garden, you'll decorate the place a bit, light the torches, and then Bellissimo will know hell on earth.
How do I get Bellissimo drunk enough to end up in the garden?
Beatrice said he goes there when he gets thrown out of the baths, right? That's exactly what you need to arrange. Sneak into his room and take all his booze. Then, when he goes down for a drink and gets a little tipsy, you sit with him. After that, keep pouring it down him until he causes a scene and gets thrown out. But be careful not to pass out before he does, and make sure to wait until he's a bit merry, so he doesn't catch on to you.
Actually, I'm already a step ahead of you. When I was at the baths, I cleared all the booze from Bellissimo's room. Now I just need to sit with him tonight. How do I turn Bellissimo's garden into hell?
I'll help you with that, if you like. While you're getting Bellissimo drunk, I'll paint a devil on the wall and smoke up the place with sulfur. Then you just need to light the torches you've gathered and dress up in that costume.
Do you really think Bellissimo will fall for it?
Don't worry. The garden will be dark. He'll be drunk, and you'll look like the Prince of Hell. That's bound to rattle his guilty conscience. Just talk about sin, and how you've come to take him to hell because his time has come. And don't do any silly antics like boo-boo.
And why did you need the eggs?
I'll have them for breakfast.
You're a right cunt. All right. Let's get it over with.
Chin up. The Prince of Hell can't be a crybaby.
Are you blind? You almost ran it.
Easy, good horse.
Innkeeper?
Look,
What's
this
taking
has
so
got
long?
to stop. What have I done now? Get on. They say you're too bashful. I'm not a piece of meat. If you don't like it, you can go back to the ditch I found you in.
Greetings. Care to have a drink with me?
Indeed, friend. Booze is my middle name. But hey, you look kind of familiar. Haven't we met somewhere? No, wait. Maybe somewhere else, right?
No, I just have one of those familiar faces. Come on. Drink before it gets warm.
You're right. What should we toast to?
To God's grace.
And to always being able to buy it so cheap. Oh yeah, God will have to turn a blind eye to me. A good Christian lives differently.
Women, booze, gambling and brawls, eh?
Oh, that was before. But when beer started slipping into liquor, gambling into debts, and women into one oddly tempting hole in a fence, I realized I needed to change my ways. But never mind that. What should we toast to now?
The truth. The only path to freedom.
Well, to be honest, I don't really tell the truth much. I mean, Christ, this beer is strong. And that's the truth. What was I saying? Oh, right. Out with the truth. Out of my life. I don't know about you, but I'm still thirsty. Let's have another one, eh? One for the other leg.
We already did one for the other leg.
Ah, bollocks.
See? We haven't done that toast yet. So, good health.
Aye, good health. By the way, do you know why the beer here is so damn good? It's got a certain secret ingredient.
Hey? What? What's that?
Beatrice always buys a big barrel, pours out half, and then... And then
what?
Then all the girls here take turns bathing in it, one after the other. Hey, I'm feeling a bit odd. Maybe I'll just lay down under this table. What do you think? Don't throw up on me down there, all right?
What? Under the table? Oh, you're supposed to get kicked out, so you go to the garden. I mean, that is... Oh, damn. Just under the table.
Listen, friend. Did you also suddenly have really wet hose? Damn it. The ground keeps getting closer.
No, I'm not.
Hey, what are you lying here for?
Oh, damn it. The idiot passed out. What now?
What the hell?
Well,
Hey!
nothing else for it.
Did something happen?
I'll have to carry him to the garden.
Gutenberg. Wake up!
I'd give you a hand with that drunk, but he looks to be quite heavy.
What's the meaning of this? What happened? Put him down or I'll call the guards.
Hey, Amsterdam.
God.
Can I have a drink?
I love Gutenberg.
Sleep sweetly, Bellissimo. Your awakening won't be so pleasant.
What the hell is all this racket? If I get you, I'll... Oh, fuck.
Bellissimo,
I have come for you.
For me? But that's... Who are you? And what do you want?
I have many titles and names. I am the ruler of the corrupted and the damned. And you are coming with me. Straight to hell.
But wait, there must be some mistake. There are no corrupted souls here. I'm a good man. And more importantly, a good Christian. Maybe you've just lost your way, huh? Try the hole.
What?
That's a tavern. You'll find more sinners there than you can shake a stick at. I'm an honest old man, I swear. That is, an honest man in his prime.
Is an honest man someone who drowns himself in booze every day?
Booze? Me? That's just bad digestion. No matter what I drink, it all ferments in my stomach. That's how I've always been. And it's the same with food. Honestly, no matter what I eat, I always throw up tripe soup.
Tell me, is it honest to lie with harlots? And even with another man's wife?
But that was just once. Maybe twice at most. And if you mean the baker's wife, that wasn't my fault. I honestly thought I was kneading dough. I didn't notice she was leaning over the trough.
And all the lying? Do you think that's honest too?
It's tough, Lord of Hell. I'm not really well learned. How am I supposed to always tell the truth when half the time I don't even know what it is? Sometimes things just slip out.
Enough! 3 answers. 3 lies you've given.
3 lies? Oh, dear Lord. Lord of Darkness, have mercy on my vessel. My vessel of sin. I haven't done anything that wicked. Certainly, I've had a few drinks and made up a story or two, but who hasn't? I don't have any truly big sins.
Nothing big, you say? And what about betraying a friend? For the likes of you, we have a special place in hell. We'll flay you alive and boil you in your own blood.
How do you know about that? It was so long ago, and yes, it was a big sin, I admit that. But I've repented now. That's got to count for something, doesn't it?
You call that repentance? Having a mass said in exchange for a painting? That's just greed and avarice.
Please, Lord of Hell, give me one more chance. Just one. Tell me what to do, and I'll promise I'll make it amends.
Very well. If you leave immediately on foot for Rome, never looking back, praying 3 Hail Marys in every town along the way, and finally asking the Holy Father for forgiveness, I'll spare you.
I swear, I promise by all that's holy, I'll pack up first thing in the morning.
Did you not hear me? I said immediately.
Right now? But it's so dark.
As dark as your soul, bullshitimo. Shall I tear it to shreds?
No, please. That won't be necessary. If now, then now. Thank you, Lord of Hell. I promise I'll do everything just as you said.
great lord.
Maidens and women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth. Men's cruelty and wickedness.
Come by our
You may
place.
say that God is and all men come into blessed morning to you.
Congratulations, my friend. You just landed yourself a very important job for the Sedlets Monastery.
What? So, Bellissimo...
Well, for some unknown reason, he decided to walk all the way to Rome to beg the Holy Father for forgiveness.
You really pulled it off, Henry. Or should I say, Lord of the Underworld? Finally. Soon it'll all come together, Voiter. You'll see.
I'd really like to know about your past. After Burkhard, the Basilisks, and Bellissimo, I'm a bit worried what else could be in store for me.
I'm sorry you feel that way. And you're right. You've done so much for me. You deserve some real answers.
Go on then.
It's just that... You have to understand, there are things I haven't spoken to anyone about in quite some time. And some I've never spoken about. But I have an idea.
Let me guess. You want me to go to the woods, ride around on a dead wolf, then bring you his eyes because you'll make some sort of spectacular pigment from them. And in return, you'll give me some more vague wisdom, eh?
Well, now that you mention those eyes...
Ugh, I knew it.
Don't worry, I'm just joking. Listen. To the northeast of Malashov, among the trees, is a small, abandoned dugout. It's not hard to find. It's close to the road. Go there and take a good look around. When you're finished, come back and we can talk about what you saw.
So, you're sending me on another errand?
No. I just want you to see some things before we talk about them. It will be easier for me that way.
All right, I'll go there. But, if there's another odd surprise waiting for me there, I'll show you. Where Voiter wanted me to go. But there's someone living here. Ugh. I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
What the hell are you doing here? Who sent you? I'll kick your ass! I'll kill you!
Enough already! Easy, man. You won. I just wanted to ask you a few things.
Ask me what?
Who are you? And what are you doing here? This dugout is supposed to be abandoned.
That's not true. It's mine. I've lived here for years. We can take this place over and meet up here. It's been half a year since Dev Ludwig disappeared, and I'd bet my boots he won't show his face here again.
What? Who's Ludwig? Did this place used to belong to him?
Is it you? My friend! I can hardly recognize you.
Wait, do we know each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voiter?
Voiter? The painter? You know him?
No, that's not possible. Voiter is dead. He can't talk to nobody now.
No. Voiter is alive and well. He's the one who sent me here.
I don't know how to tell you, but Voiter, they killed him.
I see. So, who killed him?
Burkhard.
Burkhard?
They left him in the forest. Beaten, broken, and then... the wolves found him. Where am I? Who are you?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Well, before you were... it doesn't matter. My name is Henry. Voiter sent me here. Do you know him?
Aye, of course. You're here for the sword, aren't you?
What? What sword?
This one, of course. It's broken, I know, but maybe it could be fixed. Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged with a bit of elbow grease. I suppose I'll take a look around then. This doesn't seem particularly healthy. The dugout itself looks rather ordinary. Maybe there'll be something interesting inside. Alright, this is a bit odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago. Two wooden toy swords. Quite old too, by the looks of them. Could they have been Voiter's? I made a similar one with Fritz and Matthew when we were kids. This one looks like it's been here for quite a while.
Once more, then.
Nothing to see here.
This roof must have been leaky even when Voita was young. Sleeping here in a thunderstorm must be miserable.
Let's try this again.
This must have been a nice wagon. Now it looks like someone dropped it off a cliff.
Oh! That weapon won't help you, bastard! Attack! Everyone get over here!
I'll rip your arse open! Show your stuff!
Do it!
It's a wonder you're still standing.
I've been waiting for you.
I'm all yours!
Useless! I'll rip your ass open!
You can't stand up to this!
I'll shoot you an extra arsehole!
Die, you wretch!
Do it! You want to try me?
Quick! Whoa!
Ilyen szarházi.
Majd én Móresre
Bazd
tanítanak,
meg.
te rohadt. Ez most komoly? A francba!
Egy szempillantás alatt készre.
Nem kellett volna beleütnöd az orrodat!
Állj a gyomrom, mint egy sílisztót tett.
Akadjon a torkod!
Nem kellett volna felbasznod minket, te pedig!
Kivelezünk téged!
Die, you wretch!
Nesze, te faszfej! A francba! Vigyen el jabbasan! Állj a gyomrom!
Nincs esélyed sem!
Nesze, te faszfej! Na mi lesz? Te hullajelölt!
És ennyi volt!
A fenébe! Nem érek rá egész nap! Nem kellett volna felbasznod minket! Ne pöcs!
Egyenest a húsba!
Cintura! Visas disznó!
Harap egy kis füvet! Vigyen el japatát! For the cross! Húzz a pokolba, te fasz!
Rosszul vagyok.
Harapj egy kis füvet!
Feljön, mintha egy csipisztot tettem volna.
Barró támadj! Imádkozz, bocsadék! A felébe!
Rosszul
Nem érek
vagyok.
rá egész nap!
Feljön, mintha egy csipisztot tettem volna. Meg fogod bánni. Eszünk túl rajta!
The church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehood and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torment. The delicious Kukla wine from the best grapes, ripened in the Czech sun.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
I was glad to be... of help to you, good sir. Danke, das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
My respect.
I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
I have to say, I expected a bit more. Place was a wreck.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene or mites.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill. It almost startled me at a distance.
What? Hugo is still there?
Hugo?
I made him with my friends when I was just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kuttenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo. And we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was too far, so we made our own. He doesn't look much like a skeleton, but we didn't know that then. We were very young.
I saw a few wooden swords. Not the kind knights use for practice, though. They looked more like toys.
Aye. My grandfather made those for us. God. We used to fight with them till we were all black and blue. My body aches just thinking about it.
I found an old wagon near the dugout. At least what was left of it.
Don't even remind me. Me and the lads borrowed it from Farmer Tokchek. Without his permission, of course. We used to drag it up the hill and ride it all the way down. That is, until we crashed it into a tree, and it ended up in pieces. Only old Tokchek started asking around about it. So we hid it under a tree near the dugout and pretended not to know anything.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He gave me this broken sword. Does it seem familiar to you?
I don't know much about swords. Why don't you tell me what the man said?
He mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said Burkhard killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, that dugout, We always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voiter.
Wait, so you're not Voiter?
I am, but I wasn't always. I only started calling myself that after Voiter died.
So what's your real name?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well. Originally it was, I don't seem to recall. My God! I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember it anymore.
And this real Voiter, he was your friend, right?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault. They killed him because of me.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was abandoned. The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and I can't say that bothered me. After they killed Voiter, I couldn't look him in the eye.
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Nothing specific, just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there, and deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted.
The madman living there mentioned a deaf bloke called Ludwig.
I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through it.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor and Voiter?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhard's grasp myself.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhard gathered a band of lads around him, and Voiter was one of them. And me and Libor didn't like it. So we tried to convince him to stop. Only Burkhard found out, and he made an example out of Voiter for anyone who'd think to betray him.
So the thing with Burkhard was purely revenge?
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask. Another one, I know.
Go on then. What is it?
You see, I'd be truly grateful if you could visit Voiter's grave and say a prayer for him. I reckon nobody's done that in years. I know I haven't.
Where can I find the grave?
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to bury him ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It was. But that was so long ago now.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I buried my parents, and you...
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
Why haven't you been there in so long?
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work and not think about it.
You think Libor goes there?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
Wouldn't you like to go and see him and talk to him?
No. I'm glad he's alive. but I can't imagine going to see him, or what I would tell him. Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right. Let's leave it be then. Is there anything specific you want me to mention in the prayer?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but even so, he was one of the best people I knew. And that I hope he...
Should I pray for you as well?
Yes, please. Hopefully he hasn't given up on me.
Why don't you put the brushes down and come with me?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid not. At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks before I work up the courage to go there myself.
Wait, you still haven't told me where the grave is?
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messales. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we buried Voita.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messales. I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better directions, Voita. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voita, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
I still find it rather strange you took your dead friend's name.
I know, but I just had to do it. So that his legacy lives on with every work I create.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messales, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... Hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surroundings.
I have to say, I'd expect an artist like you to have no trouble with that.
It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest. Then you'll see the tree.
Is that as specific as you can get?
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over 20 years.
All right, I'll go there.